I've finally done it, and the reason I look a bit like Wilson from Home Improvement is because I finally shaved the stash. That thing was 21 years in the making, but it's 12:30 now, and I am 21 as of 31 minutes ago, so it had to go. And it took the years right off, I think. Well, I don't know if it did or not, but I guess this is going to be the first part of a video that I will join together for my 21st birthday. A little bit later today, oh, there's some crappy comedian on Comedy Central. A little bit later today, the things I have to do: go buy the adult beverages. Ha 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 ha. I've already been over that. And I'm going to tell you about the magic. I don't know if I should tell you now or wait a little bit. Actually, I'm going to wait a little bit because it's at the store right now, and I'll tell you after I actually handle it. And I say handle, I'm talking about the mystery gun that I hinted to in another video. I say handle because I won't be able to pick it up from the store for God knows how many months whenever New York decides to give me my pistol permit. So I have spent an amount of money, which I won't tell you yet. That'll be later in this video. But I have spent a certain amount of money on a certain pistol. Could be anything. Could be a Beretta. Could be a Glock. Could be a Walther. Could be a Smith & Wesson. Nobody knows. You'll find out in a moment. And I've spent a certain amount of money on it. And I will reveal to you what it was later in the video. Most of you probably know, but you probably don't have it exactly correct because some things have changed. So, that is my 21st birthday beginning segment. So I'm gonna probably go to bed here sometime soon. You know, like I said, it's a little after 12. Yeah, right. I'm probably gonna be up playing Modern Warfare or such. Can't go out and buy alcohol right now for two reasons. A, I don't want to go out and buy alcohol on the midnight thing because some people are iffy about that. And two, oh boy, what word should I use this? I need to use some sort of a big adult word. The incompetent, I've used that before, but we'll go ahead and use it. The incompetent DMV managed to not get me my new over 21 license in time, so I'm just hoping that it gets here today. Not really. It says their estimated mailing date is yesterday, the 30th, and I figure it should only take about a day to get here. In the free states, you go and you get your license printed out the same day. It's just a piece of paper laminated, basically. There's no reason that it shouldn't be automatic, but New York's got to make everything complicated. So I'm hoping that it'll be here today, because right now I have a license that says under 21 on it, even though it has my real birth date on it. Stores are iffy about that stuff. So I'm just hoping that I get my new license to do my over 21 stuff, and I get to fondle that mystery pistol today, which I will talk about a little bit later. Which I say a little bit later, but it'll probably be as soon as I edit in the next segment, which I'll probably have, I don't know, a beer in my hand or something like that. I can't describe these things. Right about now. See, let me tell you something. I was not lying. I said I would have a beer in my hand. Actually, a malt liquor, as they call it. Actually, some people call it flavored beer. This is actually a malt beverage. I think it depends on the country of origin or where it's sold as to what it's called. But yes, Mike's Hard Lemonade. Bitch beer. Yes, I understand. But they're also very, very delicious, and I'm not in it to get, fucked up drunk. It doesn't have to be the big manly drink. That's over here. Come on. It's a damn label in there. I think these are the prettiest bottles I've ever seen. But yes, my license did in fact come. The first competent thing that probably ever happened ever in the history of the DMV there. It came. And, well, cheers. That's what I say. I say don't screw around anymore. First legal drink. Oh, goddamn. I knew I liked the taste of that stuff. How did I know? Let's just say a little birdie told me. Because I know none of us ever drink when we're under 21 there. That'd just be crazy. At least in the United States. In the other countries, they laugh at us because we have a 21 drinking age. So yes, you just saw my first legal drink here on YouTube. And delicious. Yes, I knew these things were delicious. And, yeah, that's about that. So let me describe my day to you today, because now it's the end of the day. The last video, when I started the first part, it was about the first part of my day. Well, the day's almost over now. There's only a few hours left. Let me explain to you what happened. There's quite a few things that happened today. I got up. After that video, I went to bed, and I got back up, had a little work in the morning. I do a special class. See, I still have my lifeguard stuff on, because I also just got out of work again. very broken up job with lifeguarding because I took the day off from subbing. So got up, went to work, and then I went up to the gun store. Why did I go up to the gun store? Well, the secret shall be a secret no more. I bought my pistol. In fact, I bought it a few days ago before I was 21, but the seller understood that by the time it got through the mail and the fact that the FFL would be giving it to me anyway, that we're cool. So now that I'm legally 21, I went up there to go handle it. Now, like I said, I have a bit of a cold right now, so if you're wondering why I sound a little stuffed up, that's why. Now, like I said, the law is you can't touch it before you have your pistol permit. But let's just say hypothetically that how I should put this. Let's say hypothetically I had a friend that gave me a very detailed experience about how the pistol was when he did it, and because the FFL was cool like that. Let's just say hypothetically, of course. So yeah, let's pretend this is a dream. A dream, okay? For legal purposes, it was all a dream. This is me dreaming of how the pistol felt. So I picked it up. Well, first of all, I thought he lost the friggin' thing. Again, dream. I thought he lost the friggin' thing because he couldn't find it in the back room. I was like, oh my god! I bought my pistol and he couldn't find it in the back room. And I went up there and he finally found it. And here he brings out the big Walther box. And here it was, Walther P99 Generation 1 40 Smith & Wesson. Now, before you jump through your screen, and this becomes my first legal bar fight, I know that I said 9mm the whole time, but this was a Generation 1, and it had the gimped New York magazines that I needed, because it was actually a pistol introduced in the assault weapons ban, so it came with the gimped 10-round magazines anyway. 2 10-round magazines came with it, both Walther stamped, no Smith & Wesson. The gun is such an early production model of the 40 Smith & Wesson. Oh my god, you're screwing my mind already. It was such an early production of the 40 Smith & Wesson model that it does not have any... yes, it does not have any Smith & Wesson markings on it. The newer Walthers, because they are imported by Smith & Wesson, have a very harshly done scrolling of the word Smith & Wesson on the right side of the slide. And, I mean, it wouldn't be a big deal for me, but I'm glad that I got a Generation 1, which I prefer aesthetically to Generation 2, and it doesn't have the Smith & Wesson markings. It was actually made in 1999, the same year as the Omega here, so, and also the same year that, was it The World Is Not Enough? Either, excuse me, either The World Is Not, yes, I believe it was when The World Is Not Enough came out. I think, the James Bond movie. So I hit it almost perfectly. The only qualms about 40 Smith & Wesson, 2 things. A, it doesn't have the machining on the front of the slide, so, that's a really minor thing, though. I can't even decide if I like the machining or not. And number 2 is that the ammo is a hair more expensive. It's like $2 or $3 more a box of 50 more expensive. I'll deal with it. So I bought my Walther P99 40 Smith & Wesson, and I went up to fondle it today. In a dream, of course. In a dream. In a dream. Woo! Saved myself there. Cheers to that. So I went up and bought it. Or I went up and fondled it because it's all purchased. It's all purchased, and it's just waiting in the store for me to get all the paperwork cleared for the pistol permit, which I couldn't hand in until I was 21 today. So I can hand it in as soon as I get fingerprinted tomorrow, which is why this bottle cannot get opened tonight, because I do not want to go to a concealed pistol permit class smashed. That probably would not be a good idea. Once I get my fingerprints done tomorrow, I have to call up the office and make an appointment to get my paperwork handed in. After that, it should be about 8 to 10 weeks, and I will be able to take my pistol home. So let me describe my experience, and there will also be pictures added of the pistol. A dream come true. A dream come true, just like the watch. Everything I could possibly imagine. I've handled pistols before, hypothetically. Remember, this is a dream here. And I've handled quite a few pistols before. And again, this is not I'm not going to be bashing any specific brand like Glock or anything like that. I've shot the Glocks. There's just things that I don't like about them. I do not like Glock's safety trigger. I don't like having to pull a trigger within a trigger. I don't like that trigger inception stuff. I would much rather have not that particular safety. It didn't have any of that. I think the P99 is the epitome of sexy curves on a pistol. The Glock's straight and straight, and the simplicity and the beauty and the simplicity there is there. But Walther's curves with the interchangeable backstrap. The P99, by the way, was the first pistol to feature an interchangeable backstrap for different hand positions. It's just beautiful, and it just melts in your hand. By the way, having never actually held a P99 before and playing games like Modern Warfare and Rainbow Six Vegas and 007 Agent Under Fire and pretty much all of the 007 games and gee, I can't even think of another game that uses the P99, and there are probably thousands, but they are a lot thinner than they are depicted in the games. Like, a lot thinner than they are depicted in the games. I was actually shocked, and I was not shocked. I knew it was going to melt right into my hand, and it did. And I think it's so stupid that I'm talking to you about this because, in free states, I'm 21 today. I would be here showing you all this stuff on the pistol. It would be great. I would have it right here showing you all this stuff. But as I live in this oppressed state, I will only be able to talk about it. And I will show you pictures of it that I will edit in somewhere around here. But I'll only be able to talk about the pictures because I'm not able to bring my baby home until 10, 8 weeks now. 10 weeks from now, whenever the judge says it's okay for me to have a pistol. That's just ridiculous. Again, hypothetically, I went to the shop, handled it today, absolute beauty. It had the target in there of the accuracy, shot with hollow point rounds, very nice accuracy, 40-point hollow points. It was advertised as unfired, but it was advertised as test fired at the factory, and it shows a little wear. I'm not gonna split hairs whether it was just fired at the factory or the guy put 50, 100 rounds through it. It was nice enough for me. If somebody told me that is new and just fired at the factory, I would believe them. And it's it's beautiful. It really doesn't show that much signs of wear. There's a couple marks on the bolt face. I don't even know if that's what you call it on a pistol. I would imagine that's what you call it, the bolt face. Where the cartridge comes up and it would be going into the chamber. And yeah, so that's the first 21 thing I did today. And by the way, you're probably dying to see it, so I'm gonna edit in the pictures right about here. Now that you've had time to look at those pictures, um, let's talk about what else happened in my day. I had such a sine curve of actually, I'm gonna stop the video here. So what I'm hoping doesn't happen happens. This photo booth gets a little weird when it goes over around 10 minutes. So I'm gonna stop it here. I know I'm rambling, but it's my 21st birthday. I think I'm allowed to. So I'll stop and then I'll edit in. Yada yada yada. Here we go. So as I said, I had a bit of a sine curve of maturity today. I went from being extremely over 21 mature to being like I'm an idiot, and it was great. It was one of those things that could only happen on your 21st. So I got the gun was fondled, but then I still had the dilemma. I didn't have my license yet. This was still earlier in the morning, so I had to come all the way home. I went to Subway, as I'm a big fan of Subway here, as you can probably tell. And then I came home, and I had to wait. This is where the immaturity hits. I probably checked the mailbox every 5 minutes for my new license. Not kidding. Walked all the way across out my driveway, and it's a big driveway, across the street, checked the mailbox every 5 minutes to see if the license had came. And one of those 5 minutes did pay off, and I got my new license. When I got my new license, I ran out of the house. I put the dog outside, and I ran out of the house so fast I didn't even shut the door. Not even kidding about that. Didn't even shut the door on the way out, and I hopped in my car and went to the liquor store. And after all the horror stories I've heard about New York liquor stores, because if there's a state that's going to fuck up a law, it's going to be New York. After all the horror stories, I was a little nervous. I was understandably nervous when going into the liquor store, and I couldn't have been more pleased. Cheers to that. So I go to the liquor store, knowing that I wanted Grey Goose, because I want to be classy, classy. And I might make a vodka martini shaken, not stirred. I don't know who likes those drinks, but we go in there, and the Grey Goose is on top shelf. It's like there's a reason they call it top shelf liquor. Right, they're easy to find, top shelf, and they had a little bottle for $20, and then they had this big gigantic thing for $40. In fact, the price tag is still on there, $41.49. I figured, it's 21, might as well do it right. This bottle will probably, I can't even tell you how long this bottle will probably last me. I'm not going to be a big alcoholic here, so this will probably last me a very long time. Few shots, few mixed drinks now and then. But it's sitting on the shelf, and bam, I see it right off the bat. Go and grab it, and I go to the counter, and I say, "Excuse me, sir, this is a very special day." And he says, "Oh yeah, why is that?" And I said, this is my big 2-1. This is my 21st. And, you know, I'm expecting, we're not going to sell it to anybody until they're a day after they're 21 because that's happened before in New York. You got to wait an extra day like that prevents anything. Or, you're not the person in that license, because I shaved the stash off. But the picture still has the stash on. I was just expecting horror stories. And what do I get? My man, congratulations, congratulations. He comes out, shakes my hand, and that was it. He checked my license. I don't even know if he checked the date. He probably believed my story, but it's okay. I was legal anyway. And there we go. I paid $41 for my first liter of Grey Goose there. Got to keep it fancy. In fact, listen to the description of this. I know this video is going long, but fuck it. You can skip over anytime you want. I'm having fun. In the fine Epicurean tradition of France comes a vodka of uncommon brilliance. Grey Goose vodka is distilled from French wheat and is made with spring water from Gensac? That is Gensac. That sounds risque. Gensac that is naturally filtered through champagne limestone. The expertise of the Maître d', actually Maitre d', not Maitre d', Maitre d', ensures an unparalleled smoothness and an exceptional taste. It ain't the cheap stuff, basically. That's a long way of saying that. It's not even open. Like I said, I can't open it because they got the whole fingerprinting thing tomorrow. I don't want to get all fucked up with that. So yeah, I did it. Paid for it. No problem. Right after that, I wanted to go get my mics because mics are something hypothetically that in a dream I've been told are pretty good. And don't care if it's bitch beer, it tastes good. Honestly, I really do like the taste of this stuff. Beer is got a lot of hoppy notes. Maybe I just haven't found the beer I liked yet. But well, how would I know? It's 21. It's the first time I've ever had alcohol, of course. But I like Mike's Hard Lemonade. I'll be honest with you. I actually got the variety pack. I have Mike's Hard Lemonade, Mike's Hard Black Cherry Lemonade, Cranberry Lemonade, and Limeade. Not too sure about the Limeade, but the others sound really good. Maybe Limeade will even be good. That's the second thing I did. And then on the way home, I actually stopped by a convenience store just to get carded again because I was, doing the 21 thing. And I bought a Four Loko. I actually bought a watermelon Four Loko. And this is an interesting point about the 18 and 21 difference here. Everybody says, "Oh, you're uninformed." They try to market these sweet drinks to kids, and they don't know the dangers and shit. The thing is, without ever not even looking at it before, even holding one in my hand, I know how fucking fucked up Four Locos can be. I know that's why they got outlawed with the ones with caffeine, which I don't think should have happened because you should be responsible for what you put in your own body, but. Well, I personally, I don't know when I'm gonna drink that. That's 12% ABV. And like Mike's is 5 and the Grey Goose is 40, but I don't know. The watermelon that sounded awesome, so I just had to go get that, and got carded there again, of course. It's interesting. There's such a sharp distinction between turning 18 and turning 21 with how much they check your ID. When I turned 18, nobody ever checked my ID for buying tobacco, for buying cigarette, and I've only bought a couple cigars. I am not a smoker. That is not my thing. But I've only bought, I say, 2 cigars in my life. But I've bought a lot of lottery tickets, but I never get carded. I think some people even ask me my date, and they just believe me when I say, December 1st, 1990. But when it's alcohol, there's no jokes. I've got carded for everything today. But I guess that's just kind of the way it goes. So, pistols, alcohol. I haven't done any 21 gambling. I've been to the casinos, but they were 18 casinos. I'm probably going to do 21 gambling right around New Year's. My parents actually, I think they're going to give me a belated birthday gift where we all go to a casino in Connecticut. And I think that's what we're going to do. So that was pretty much my 21st birthday. So I hope you enjoyed seeing pictures of my new gun, and you, along with me, will be waiting to get that P99 that, in a dream, I fondled today, and it was truly amazing. And that's about it. The 21st birthday was everything I could ask for. I didn't have any problems with, New York's less than perfect laws. And hopefully this welcome to adulthood 2.0, because 1.0 was, friggin' 18. Here's 2.0. It's been great, and hopefully it's nice and smooth all the way through here. I want to leave you with this quote right here. My life seems to have been so far like if you've ever seen Boston's Foreplay Long Time, not seen, but listened to Foreplay Long Time by Boston, the band in the 70s and 80s. That actually seems to perfectly describe my life, at least in tempo. I've had a very fast. I had a very fast, really amazing, good life until I was 18. 18 to 21, it kind of slowed down a bit. I graduated from college, and I've just kind of been vegging out and stuff like that. And another big thing is turning 21 for the like the pistol permits, and some jobs require you to do that. That's kind of been the bridge of the song. So we went from foreplay, now we're at the bridge, and now we're gonna go into the second part. Now we're gonna go into the second part of life, and hopefully it's as fast and fun as that song. So I hope I haven't bored you all here. Cheers to anybody out there. And take it easy. All right, I'm out.